All right, guys, today we're back working on Gooch, the SRT4 Caliber. As you can see here, we got him stripped down to a bare shell. And Cody, why are you all suited up?
Because it's like 19 degrees outside.
Yeah, so Alabama typically doesn't get this cold. It's very cold to us. I know a lot of people have it way worse, but typically doesn't get down to the teens in Alabama. So we are out of our norm here. But however, we did decide to make it a little colder in the garage. Cody, what do we get today?
20 pounds of dry ice.
So we have 20 pounds of dry ice in that bucket right there. And the goal for today, removing the sound deadening. Obviously, this is not a daily driven car. We are planning on driving it some here and there, but we don't need the sound deadening. This car is, no carpet, no headliner, nothing like that. We might as well get rid of the sound deadening. So before we paint it, you can see some spots need paint. Some spots have a little bit of rust. The cage has to get finished painting up there. So before we do any painting, we want to get the body prepped and ready. So we're going to have some metal that we're adding, removing, changing, and obviously the sound deadening has to go. So what we've seen on the internet, dry ice is the answer here. I've always wanted to try it. We're going to try it today. So we have 20 pounds of dry ice. We've got some isopropyl alcohol, and we're going to mix that together, put it down in here, and see if we can get this dry ice up a little bit quicker. So we've already started by kind of cleaning out Gooch a little bit. We're in the process of removing the rest of the stuff. We're going to pull all the plugs just so we don't freeze the rubber, but we will put some tape down to make sure everything stays in here and we don't just pour alcohol and dry ice on the floor. But we got to get everything out of here, vacuum it out really good, and then spray it out with an air hose just to make sure we got a clean starting surface. And then it's time for some dry ice.
Let's turn the heater on.
Okay. All right, so the car is all vacuumed out, blown out with an air hose, so it's pretty clean in here. Of course, it doesn't have to be spotless. We've got all the plastic and rubber caps out of here, so nothing like that freezes or cracks. We've got tape covering the holes. The tape is mainly to just keep the dry ice and alcohol from running out on the floor. We want it all to stay on top of this for as long as we can get it to stay there until it starts cracking off. So this is our dry ice that we went and got. We got 4 or 5 pound bags. So the way I've heard to do this, ours came in kind of big blocky pieces. So we're going to put it in some kind of container and try to break it up into smaller pieces. Kind of as small as we can get it, really. All right, so got it all crushed up. Some nice powdered snow. Go ahead and pour that in there, Cody.
Alcohol?
I think we add some alcohol to it.
There's that.
Spooky. I dig it. That looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Now what?
I don't know.
You want to add some in the front too?
Yeah.
Might as well get it all going. Now, according to the internet, this combination is gonna dry out the adhesive on the sound deadening, and we'll just be able to scrape it right up, right?
That's what it says.
That's what it says on the internet.
Fixing to find out.
And the internet is never wrong.
That's right.
All right, it's been sitting, what, about 15 minutes?
Yeah. It's sizzling when I touch it.
it a little bit longer. Keep it cold. This is gonna be messy. All right, this is what we're doing. Go ahead, go show the people. Does dry ice remove sound deadening? Yeah. So this sound deadening is pretty rough. So you can see kind of how it looks. Strips in the floor. It's a lot harder to remove dry than it is with the dry ice. So it's helping, but it's still elbow grease, right, Cody?
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah, it doesn't just pop off, that's for sure. Whew, I'm already tired.
I'm sweating.
Dude. All right, so front left done. Kind of in the back area done. So this whole section of the car is complete. So we've started moving over to the other side to get all that up. Kind of give you a before and after. That's the before, and that's the after. So of course we can clean it up with some sandpaper, weld up some of the holes that we don't need. You can see some holes here and there that we don't really need in the car anymore. Moving on to this side, I don't think we're gonna do the firewall. It's gonna be really hard to move that dry ice up onto a vertical surface, but we can go as far as we can with the dry ice that we have. We got 20 pounds. That's half of it. So that's 10 pounds. That's what we've got left out of the 10 pounds. And then hopefully we can start making some progress on the back, but I might have to make another trip on a different day to finish everything up. But at least today we'll get an idea of how far we can go with how much dry ice. And also how hard it's gonna be. It's a little tough.
Extremely hard.
Yeah, the internet makes everything look easy, man.
Yeah, it
makes everything look easy. We're exhausted right now, but
yeah,
we're gonna keep going while we've got some dry ice left over, so. All right, passenger side, very front is done. We've been letting the dry ice sit here for a while, so we're gonna scoot it to the back and start chipping this away. And just go bit by bit. I'm hoping we can finish this last bit with that and maybe start up there. I think we'll have enough to make it the rest of the way. I don't know what we're gonna do about the stuff on the firewall. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Woo, Cody. Dude, my back is killing me.
yeah, man.
This ain't no joke, but front/middle of the car is done. All this up here, I know it looks gross right now because there's still residue everywhere. Everything is just junky. We've moved the rest of the first 10 pounds to the back of the car. Started letting it sit on these back few pieces. Cody's gonna go ahead and crush up some more. We're gonna go ahead and lay it on whatever we can see back here and see if we can get the back of the car finished. Maybe if we have some left over at the end, once we're done on the flat spots, we can try to do something with the firewall. I just don't know how we're gonna get the dry ice to sit up on the firewall. So
Right. That's
I don't know.
gonna be the tough part.
But we're gonna keep chipping away at the inside of the car. It's not gonna be a ton of weight removed, right? One, weight, two, it's cleaner. We just wanted a bare shell to work with, and that's gonna give us what we need. Basically with this car, we want to build it custom for us, for what we want to do with it. And this stuff could get in the way, like when we were welding on the firewall, some of that sound deadening and stuff actually started to ignite or melt, which was kind of weird. Anytime we need to drill a hole anywhere, we don't want to have it in the way, so we just want a clean slate to work with. So it's not a huge amount of weight that we're removing, but don't get me wrong, it is extra weight that we're taking out. We just need something a little more customizable that's not in the way. So that's kind of the purpose of doing this in this specific situation. So we might add some back, who knows? I don't know. But we're gonna keep working on this and see how far we can get. What are you doing?
I'm over it.
Cody's tired, man. So we got obviously the front done. We've got this middle section done. We've moved the rest of the ice to the back. And we got a little bit left in the back of the car, and that's it besides the firewall. We still don't know what we're doing up there, if anything. I might leave it and just try to figure out a different way to get that off. I just don't know how I'm gonna get the ice up here to stay, so we might not even mess with that today. We might try to do that later on, whenever we do some more stuff. Today, we're just doing the dry ice, and then we'll vacuum up everything, clean up a little bit, and we'll be done for the day. But then moving forward, obviously the goal is to get everything painted, any holes welded up, any sheet metal replaced that needs to be replaced, cleaned everything up really good. And that'll be it for today, but we're gonna finish up back here and see what the car looks like when we're done. All right, Cody, what you think?
I'm cold now.
I'm freezing and tired. All right, all of the sound deadening has been removed, front to rear, with the exception of the firewall. I'm gonna have to figure out some other way to do that. But the whole car has been stripped down to bare nothingness. We got a little bit of residue left over. We're gonna scoop out everything that we can, and then whatever's left, we're gonna try to vacuum it up and then blow the car out really good and take a look at it and see what it looks like. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, that's a job. That is definitely a job to do. But after you clean it up, it looks a ton better. I know it looks really rough right now, but to us it looks a lot better. You can just see down to the bare metal now. So now we can go in there, clean everything up really good and paint it. Of course, we gotta get rid of that, get rid of all the holes in here, but after we clean everything up really nice and get to paint it, it's gonna look so much better. Added benefit of less weight. And we've got a clean slate to start with. So overall, I think that's gonna do it for this video. We still have some dry ice left over.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go play with play with that for a little while, but we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.